So I've had many people write to me and say, Ken, you're a psychotherapist with a public platform. You speak about people being able to communicate and honor each other, and yet you are taking such strong sides in this election. How do you justify that? And I want to explain exactly how I justify that. When I work with a couple where there is mutual respect, essentially, then I work toward communication and equal support and listening to each other. But this is a differential thing. The strategy changes when one of the partners is truly abusing the other. In the presence of abuse, the strategy changes and it becomes one of protection. The person who is being abused needs to be protected. They need to get out of there. They need to take care of themselves because they are in danger. That is the strategy that I see right now. I do not have to explain Donald Trump's fomenting of hate, hatred of women, ugly, ugly things he says, danger that he's caused to free elections. I don't need to go into that. And this brings up the second point. Those folks who can't see that, this represents a fascinating thing. It happens in abusive relationships all the time, where the person who's being abused makes excuses, turns a blind eye, pretends something isn't happening, because their very survival psychologically depends on not acknowledging the abuse and getting away from it. Those folks need help in seeing and understanding the part of their being that recognizes something really wrong is going on. And then that becomes my job as a psychotherapist. And so these are the 2 points I want to make. The strategy changes when there is abuse. Our country is at the risk of walking down the aisle with someone who abuses basic human rights and basic human dignity. And so, as someone who cares, as someone who understands the phenomenon of abuse, I need to speak up and say, don't do that. Don't do that. Let's not do that. It's election day, folks. Let's vote for goodness.